Yo, look how late it is. I don't think most people don't have any appreciation for the work, the background work, the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into this. I intended to be on a much longer ago, but I had to prepare myself with the things I want to present. And even still, I'm shooting from the hip and don't really know all I want to present. I got things on the top of my head that I want to say, but I really don't know exactly what I want to say. But it's okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. Kamisi Fox is live.
Taken by George. They'll get a chance to get it back to Shaq. Kobe underneath gives to Shaq. Shaq slammed out. Might as well go down there. Shaq's got it. Dribble drive Shaq. Bounces. Gets it back. Kobe. A chick, did you see how fast Shaquille ran down that floor? Bad angle. That was awesome. Shaq again. Shaq dribbling the ball. Shaq gives the ball over to Kobe. Back to Shaq. Great teamwork, and the Lakers have the lead. That's one of the best plays those two have ever had as a combo. Beautiful. Nice.
Well, if you try to play Kobe that close and the Lakers run their offense,
Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field.
They don't let the ball anymore. They want to be involved in their own offense, but Shaq knows how important it Kobe is.
He's dribbling the ball. He knows what's going on in his 28th birthday. End of the Kobe. Shaq gets the
Well, that Shaq to Kobe play highlights Shaq's play of the evening because he scores 61.
last couple of times down. Under a minute to go. What a looping alley-oop over the head. O'Neal to Kobe, and that gets Matson off the bench. It was that song he's busted.
Shaquille O'Neal auf Kobe Bryant.
Jackson the dribble down the middle. Throws up the pass underneath to Kobe Bryant. Great pass by Shaq.
Kobe with head and shoulders above.
By Green, picked up by O'Neal. 3-on-1.
About this is Shaq dribbling the ball up the court. Every big man's dream is to be the point guard on a foul.
he's coming down here on the live. I mean,
Portland have 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq. 4-point lead. And now his assist to Shaquille O'Neal. Seconds left. LA is out.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yo, that's what a point I wanted to make here. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yo, WK2FM, World Knowledge, the Free Minds, and yo behind at the same time is Kamisi Fox. I came live just to say that right there. Teamwork makes the dream work, and I use Kobe and Shaq as the example because, as we may know, Kobe and Shaq didn't necessarily like each other or get along, but as a team, they got it done. And that's the concept behind Team Black. A lot of people ain't going to understand that. They're not going to understand that Team Black, that's the team, the skin team that you were born on. Dr. Anderson said that you were born on a skin team, and that's the team that you're going to play with and win with. So we got the dividers, the divided tribes, always slinging their division around because they're selfish in their mind and they only exist for the sake of their own tribe. So they're not going to get it. Team Black has the show improved by making the dream work, working together. That means all that are on this skin team, Team Black, those that are considered or classified as Black, work together. That is, those that are classified as Black, and that's without exception. No matter what part of the Earth's hemisphere we might be residing on, or wherever we may say we are from, whatever part of this earth we were born on, we all are Team Black. And why do we say that? Why do I choose Team Black? There are a lot of who are ready to get into semantics and talk about what black really means and so forth and so on. And they have these arguments queued up at all times. And they wear these arguments on their sleeves at all times. But what these people don't understand, we have all heard these arguments. We have all heard these so-called facts concerning black. But you see, there comes a time when you have to simplify, and you simplify for the greater good so that we can run some plays and win. Why? Because we function better as a team. We have acknowledged ourselves as global family. But as we all know, sometimes we don't even get along with family. Family, we don't function the best as family. What we do function the best as teams, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's why, once again, I use the two. Two people who are not known for getting along. Two people who are not known for getting along, but are known for getting the job done. This seems to be how we are wired here in the West and perhaps in the world at this time. We don't work, we recognize each other as family. However, we don't seem to work as well together as family. What it seems like we thrive as, we seem to thrive more as a team. More as a team. Peace, Erica Howard. Peace, Erica Howard. Glad to have you here, sister. You know, I'm coming on late, but I had to piece everything together that I wanted to use. And even though it's not a lot, it took time to put it together. And, you know, Sister Erica Howard, we, you know, I'm talking about teamwork. As you can see, we had to deal with that. Teamwork, Team Black. I'm trying to reiterate what Team Black means so that the slow kids in the back can get it. You know what I mean? Those that want to wear FBA and all the divided tribes, so that the divided tribes can get the point, right? So that they can possibly overcome their Willie Lynch chip, because so many of us have it right now. And I was making the point, Sister Erica, that I use Shaq and Kobe as the example because they are two that are known for not really liking each other or getting along. However, as a team, they got it done. You know, as a team, they got it done. Teamwork makes the dream work. And we always talking about work, but I use those clips of Shaq and Kobe at the beginning of this video so that we can put it two and two together. You know, picture and word association. When you see the team, right? You see Team Black, and I want to show some example of Team Black winning, right? Wanted to see us an example of us winning, getting it done, actually executing. What we can do on the football field, what we can do on the court is also what we can do in life altogether, is what we can do as a whole. But we work together as a team to get it done. Divided, you know, it sounds like an old outdated cliche, but it's not. It's real. United, we stand, and divided, we fall. It's as true now as when that was first said, however many years ago whenever that came out. United, we stand. Divided, divided, we fall. So this is why it doesn't make sense for us to divide like we do. It doesn't make sense for us to have that Willie Lynch chip so activated like we do. So for those who want to wear these letters, and like Sister Tanzan said before, it is ridiculous for us to, like the FBA do, it is ridiculous for them to define themselves by who they are not. You know, just like the brother came into the fan base today, ready to argue, ready wearing FBA on his sleeve. Some just walk around looking for a pro-black or conscious room to go in so that they can argue, so that they're ready and willing and able to tell everybody how they're not black, how they're not African, how that's ridiculous. Y'all need to read history. Y'all need, they come in with this on their sleeves. And I think it's pathetic that they don't understand the concept that teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, he pissed me off too, Erica. He pissed me off too. All these type of dudes piss me off. That Willie Lynch virus pisses me off. And these people have this animosity towards an entire continent of people. Entire continent. Some of these FBA people are so isolationist, so much of a separatist that they hate a continent. They hate a couple of continents. They hate Africans wherever they are, except for here in the United States. And it's ridiculous. And you're not going to get anywhere that way. If the FBA were about it, if they were really about it, they could get some respect from me. Because you see, this whole talk about reparations is not something to take lightly. Reparations is a demand. It is not a begging campaign. It is not a, please, master, will you pay us? No. It is a demand. When, like I use the example, when Verizon sends you a bill, when it sends you a phone bill, or when the electric company sends you a phone bill, do they ask if you agree with it or not? No, they don't. They send you the bill. If you don't pay, they send you another bill. They send you a couple of notices, and they send you a couple of notices, but sooner or later, what do? They say this is the final notice. They say it's the final notice, right? They escalate it. They might send you one letter. One letter might be outlined in red, meaning urgency. The envelope might have a different color to let you know that it's code red, it's urgent. We need this money. You gonna pay it or what? And then they send the final notice. When they send the final notice, what do you know? You know what that means? That means this is gonna escalate. This is gonna escalate somehow. They're about to take some other course of action to get this money up out you. And if they don't get the money, then there's consequences. Chances are they're going to cut your service. Something like that is more likely to happen. You're either going to get your service cut, something is going to get reduced. One thing, you're going to get hit with a late fee, service fee, this type. The longer you go without doing it, there's something subject to happen. Well, the same thing with reparations. It is not a begging campaign. This is an attempt to collect a debt. All information gathered at this time, will be used for that purpose. This is how FBA or ADOS should be stepping to, they should be stepping to this government that owes us. Act like they owe you. Not only act like act like they owe. You ain't acting like they owe, because all you want to do, just like the dude who came in the room today, Erica, I bet you that brother don't spend no time trying to get no reparations from this nation. He don't spend his time doing that. He walk around like all these other FBA dudes with their FBA on their sleeve and on their shoulder and ready to argue about it at the drop of a hat. But when it comes to reparations, and when it comes to getting from this government what they owe, FBA or ADOS, they ain't saying nothing. They ain't in no rooms arguing with that. They want to argue with me and you. They want to argue with brother Benny, Benny. They want to argue with a elder who's dropping some knowledge and wisdom instead of, he wants to argue with an elder who's dropping some wisdom and some real useful knowledge. He's ready to argue with him, but they ain't ready to step to this government or step to anybody about reparations. They ain't ready to go talk to Joe the bigot Biden about our reparations. Yeah, he made a room saying, yeah, I know. I saw him acting like a child, open up a room saying F all of it. That lets you know what level he's on. That's like a little child go storming out, open up a room with a bunch of expletives. Yeah, that just shows you the low, simple ass romper room grade school level that the guy is on. And a lot of FBA act like that. A lot of FBA and ADOS and separatists act like that. These people, while they're busy with their chip on their shoulder, Team Black is going to exercise and make things work and make the dream work. Because, see, when we work together and get things done, it's easy to ignore these little temper tantrum throwing, childish, Willie Lynch, self-hating fools. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. These people that act like that, they don't want to be on no winning team. They don't want to win. They don't even know what it's like to win. They can't conceive of winning. All they doing is trying to satisfy their psychosis, whatever their problem is. They find an outlet in arguing and being disagreeable. That's what they're really doing. They're exercising some other self-esteem issues that they're having because they want to separate and they want to act like they're on some special stuff. This is just some mental masturbation for the most part going on with them. They ain't seriously about the business of getting reparations, because if they were about that business, I would join in. I would say I would be down if I thought they were down. But you know what? They ain't down. They are not down. All they down to do is argue us up and down that they're not African. That's all. That's all they want to do. That's all they ever want to do. And no, I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Thank you, Sister Erica. I'm glad you weren't gonna. I wasn't gonna let him be disrespected either. I didn't know exactly how old he was, but I can tell that man has a lot of wisdom. From the time I came in the room, he was dropping that wisdom. Yeah. They only talk about reparations, but they don't put no pressure. They ain't organizing to really do anything. When you say reparations, that's a demand. I got suggestions about what to do to get reparations. Because, see, we've already presented to them reparations on the political scale. We've stepped to the politicians. We've stepped to Kamala Harris. We've stepped to Elizabeth Warren. We've stepped to Colonel Sanders. What's his name? Bernie Sanders. And all of them told us no. They either played dumb and they just eventually just said no. Colonel Sanders at one time tried to act like he didn't know, what are reparations? Gee whiz, I don't even know what that is. He just turned stupid all of a sudden. But whenever they do stuff like that, that's what we're supposed to be prepared to escalate. Escalate it. Okay. Since you don't want to give us reparations, you don't want to take our plight seriously, even though you know that you owe us. It ain't like we got to break it down. We don't have to break it down. They already know that they owe. The problem is we don't act like they owe. Because if we act like they owed, when I say stuff like give these awards back to them, stuff like that wouldn't sound silly. Yeah, when we start pulling away, stop being active in elections. If the elections are not going to give us reparations, because that is something we can all unify around. Yes, I agree. We do this country owes us reparations for the hundreds of years of labor that we put in, especially since they have found a way to give reparations to everybody else except for us. We, instead of being outraged at that, FBA and brothers like that Willie Lynch dude that just came in wanting to argue, that's right. That all he wants to do is argue with us. He don't want to raise these issues in front of his in front of his benevolent slave master Joe the Bigot Biden, who has, waved his fingers at so-called black leaders and told them, I mean what I say. He talked down to black leaders, so-called black leaders. He talked down to them like they his children. A lot of us haven't heard that audio, but it's around. The people who have been paying attention to the new black media, we've heard it. We've heard it on Vicky Dillard's broadcast. We've heard it on the Black Authorities broadcast, just to name a few, at least those two. Yes, now the transgender is getting paid. Everybody's getting a piece of the pie except us. Where's the outrage? It ain't there. The outrage is still at other black people. They aim that outrage squarely at other black people, not realizing that, the point I'm trying to make to these fools, the point I'm trying to make to these stubborn mules, the point I'm trying to get through to penetrate the thick skulls of these numbskulls is that teamwork makes the dream work. Fool. If we work together, we can get that stuff done. We can get done whatever we want to. United, we win. Exactly. United, we win. Exactly. Yeah. This brother gonna leave the room and then go make another room talking about this, talking trash, talking cash trash, because he really don't have no real facts. These motherfuckers need to learn history and blah, 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 like a little ass child. Shows you the little mental level that the boy is on. This man is on the level, he's still playing with Lego blocks. Yeah. What up, brother Bakari? You know the deal. I know it's late. I had to hook stuff up though, man. Let me see if I can get you invited in here. Y'all can, know what the deal is. Let me copy that right there. You know what the deal is, though. I had to get at him. I gotta get at him. I gotta get at all these FBAs to let them know that, teamwork makes the dream work. We're Team Black, not because we ain't dealing with semantics. We're dealing with a concept, teamwork, because we work better as a team. We're not very family oriented like we used to be, because we have beef with family members. It's not, we're not working together as a family, because if we did, we would automatically be doing these things also. If we don't work together as a family, then we work better together as a team. That's what I notice about Black people, especially here in America, that when we don't work together as a family, even when we don't get along. That's why I use Shaq and Kobe, two people who are known for not getting along. But we seem to work together better as a team. Of course he said, fuck us, brother Lucari. And I'm here to say to that brother, since I'm not playing with these clowns, I'm here to say to him, fuck you. And fuck people like you. We will get it done without you clowns. Teamwork makes the dream work. We are Team Black because, like Dr. Anderson said, we were born on a skin team. So you can get into semantics, you can get into your FBA, you can argue all day that you're Aboriginal and you didn't come from wherever you came from. They don't give a damn. Hell, I got a secret to tell you fools. Your Commander-in-Chief, Joe the Bigot Biden from Scrotum, Pennsylvania, doesn't give a damn where you came from, fool. He don't give a damn about those facts that you recite. He don't give a damn if you can show a few old black and white pictures of some black folks with some feathers and saying and claiming that you're the Native American. Guess what? He ain't giving your ass shit. He ain't recognizing your foundational black ignorant ass. He ain't recognizing your Willie Lynch ass. But he is glad that you like that because he knows that if you amalgamate with your brothers and sisters around the world, you can operate like Shaq and Kobe. You can pass the ball. You can dip. You can do what you need to do. Each one can serve a role, and then we can get the slam dunk, or we can run the touchdown. We can get the sack, get the fumble, run the touchdown, spike the ball for Team Black. But you ignorant niggas wouldn't know nothing about that because you're so separated and divided and your Willie Lynch chip is so activated. Yeah, that brother opened up a room talking about fuck us. Well, let me tell you, I'm here to tell you and people like you, Negro, fuck you, okay? This ain't no game. Team Black is here to win. And we gonna win despite you Willie Lynch chip Negroes. You might as well have came in the room with that song. Don't trust them new niggas over there. You might as well have came in with that, you ignoramus. My bad. I'm just now putting that in the chat. You ignoramus, you might as well have came in the room with that. Saying don't trust no new niggas over there. We ain't got time for you fools. Like I said, I came to show you us winning. So when you see Shaq and Kobe getting down, at the beginning of this video, I don't know if y'all got to see it, but I showed Shaq and Kobe doing their thing. Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant, two people who are known for not getting along, two people who have had words with each other in public, made rap songs and all kind of stuff against each other. But on the court, they got it done. They got the championship rings on the court because that's how we're wired here in the West. That seems to be how we're wired in this world. Everybody knows that we excel at team sports. We excel as a team. And if we would just go ahead and identify ourselves as a team, we can go ahead and make some plays. We can go ahead and score. And that's exactly what we're going to do because that unlocks something that's inside of us. Our desire is to win. We have an innate desire to win, and we can't suppress that. So what do? We activate our winning spirit. We activate our winning spirit with the concept of Team Black. Because you see, the rest of the world, that's why they call, what do you think they call this, the people of the world? They break us down into what they call races. Where do you think the concept of race came from? When they say you're of the black race or the white race or the red race, when they're talking about races, they're talking about competition. They're breaking people down into teams. They're breaking people down into teams. Why do you think the Olympics is so important? Why do you think the Olympics is so important? See, what Team Black is all over the place in every country and we're always making other teams strong. We make Team France seem strong. We make Team USA seem strong. We do all this with no appreciation. Team France doesn't thank the black race for giving them the glory that they get. Jamaica, wherever we are, the United States of America. What about Team Black? When are we going to stop neglecting ourselves on behalf of other people who don't appreciate us, who in the long run, who in the end are still just going to hate us? Yes, when are we going to exercise our strength as one team, Team Black? When are we going to recognize ourselves? When are we going to look up to ourselves? When are we going to worship ourselves instead of worshiping foreigners? When are we going to stop worshiping our open enemy? When are we going to start putting our own images on the wall? When are we going to start telling our own stories of victory and triumph? We will do this as Team Black, but you, those of you with your Willie Lynch chip activated, you are not going to be able to partake in it. And you know what? I don't give a damn. Like, my sentiments is like I just said, just like the brother voiced earlier, my sentiments, the feeling is mutual. Fuck you. And fuck people like you. Okay? Team Black, teamwork makes the dream work. I want to show the images. Like I said, I didn't get to put up all the images I wanted to put up, but I just had to get some because, like I said, it's just a psychological thing. We work together as a team. Teamwork. Team Black. Teamwork. I wanted to show like I said, I opened this up showing us actually executing plays. When you see Black people executing and winning, that means something. That's why they control sports the way they do, because it's symbolic. That's why they don't want Black quarterbacks in the NFL. They hate to see Cam Newton driving down the field and getting, and you best believe most of the time it's going to be another Black person that's going to make that touchdown. You know, we look like a Black. We don't want to see a team. You know that most of the team is Black, right? So if it's led by a Black general, that means something. There's a psychological thing going on when they see that. That's why they reserve those positions for their sons. That's why they've been fighting against Black quarterbacks since they came into the league. From the time we've been able to play, since the days of Randall Cunningham and even beyond that, Joe Gilliam, Wade, they've always been fighting against Black quarterbacks in the NFL. Which is another reason we got work to do. We got business to do. We ain't got time to be arguing with you Simple Simons. And y'all shouldn't have time to argue, period. You should be executing instead of coming in the room and coming up with your reasons to divide, to separate and divide, and to show why you so different. You need to be thinking of plans. We need to be thinking of ways to come up with a league, coming up ways to execute how we can use each other. You need another teammate over here that you can pass the ball to. You FBA knuckleheads. Y'all don't even want to have no team members. You ain't going to have nobody to pass the ball to. Just imagine you on the court dribbling by yourself. No other teammates around because you done ran them away. The other team is going to cream you. That's what's going to happen to FBA and ADOS if you don't wake the fuck up and snap and deactivate your Willie Lynch chip and stop trying to prove that you're the best Blacks in the world. Don't nobody give a damn, because don't nobody give a damn about you being the best. Everybody knows we're the best. And when I say we're, I'm talking about Team Black. Everybody knows that we're the best. They don't worry about us because we don't work together as a team. That's what they fear most. That's what they spend million, gazillion budgets to prove. They spend millions of dollars to keep you away from that thought. That's why they destroyed conscious rap and hip hop as it was in the late 80s, early 90s. They destroyed that for a reason. Why? Because they fear you working together as a team. That's why they came out with that dumbass Black Panther movie. That's why they work hard and spend lots of money to make productions to keep you separated and divided. And you stupid meatheads go for it. And you come in ready to argue with us, but you ain't ready to argue for reparations. You ain't ready to argue. You ain't ready to throw down for reparations. You ain't ready to get the job done. No, all you want to do is argue with other black people because your self-esteem is so damn low. The only thing you can do is try to get close to Massa with your FBA saying, I got a red, white, and blue flag, but it's the FBA. It's red, white, and blue, just like you, Massa. That's all you doing is just some low-key bootlicking. So, miss us with the bullshit. All of those arguments that all of the problems that you have about the word black, all of the issues that you have against us, we've heard that shit before. Here's the deal, dude. It ain't like this clown up here talking about we need to read history, we need to learn history. Nigga, we heard that. We heard those arguments before. We do not concur with them. So miss us with it. We don't agree with you about that. We agree that we are a team. We agree that we are the same people. We look the same. We act the same. We talk the same. Our music, our food, our mannerisms, everything about us is the same. We look at each other and see similarities. We don't see separation and division as what you clowns see. You see that because that's what you want to see, because you will really love your massa. We're not like you. That's where we're different. We're not different because one person speaks one language and one person speaks another language. No, we don't separate on those terms. Language, we don't separate because of language barriers. We separate because of mentality. You house Negroes who want to walk close to your massa and want to blast the rest of your brothers and sisters, that's where we separate. We different from y'all. You all, before it's all over with, are going to be the minority because you're not going to be effective. Word up. What say you, Brother Bakari? Speak on it, my brother.
Peace, brother. What's going on, my good brother?
Yo, I'm laying into these foundational black assholes who want to argue all the time, who want to come into our spaces and cause disruption. And whenever we don't want to go for it, they want to go storming off, acting like a child. You ain't getting shit done like that.
Yeah, and the thing about it, that's what that guy do. But the book that we cracked open on Fanbase talk about that. Addicted to White, the oppressed in league with the oppressor. A shame-based alliance. And they always talking about white supremacy. I already told them, sit back and listen to them, Commission. One day, just listen to them. Don't let them get under your skin. Then once you listen to them for 3 minutes, I just told them, y'all got more white supremacy talking points than the white supremacists. Shit. Y'all,
absolutely. You know it.
All the white supremacy talking points.
Because that's who they want to get close to. That's who they really identify with. That's why they hold on to the red, white, and blue. They think, they really think they fooling somebody. Red, white, and blue, and then throw a fist over it and then put FBA. Y'all, man. Ain't nobody recognizing that shit. They not.
Yep.
Joe the Bigot ain't gonna wake up one day and decide he gonna do something for FBA. He ain't gonna do nothing that we have to execute. We have to maneuver as a team to make things happen. We got to be able to pass the ball. We got to be able to dip it off. We got to be able to hand it off to somebody. We got to be able to fake one way and go the other way. You can't do that with that one track mind. I'm FBA, I'm FBA, I'm this. That's that one track mind.
I'm ADOS. I'm Aboriginal. I'm all that. You know, I met one woman, and she come in our room on fan base. She'll say, we ain't no African, we Aboriginal. But you know what? You know what else she say? But we all black and we need to work together.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Long as you got that, long as you got that part, we team black, then we can execute. You know what I'm saying? You can have you can think what you want to think if you think the right thing. If you understand that we're on a team, and that's why, like I said, the concept of race is built on team.
Yep.
So the world operates as a team. The Chinese operate as a team. They operate as a team. Everybody operates as a team. And we excel at team sports. So I don't know why we shouldn't shy away from this idea, because the reason we shy away from it, or the reason we reject it, is because we don't want to win. You see, we don't want to win. We don't think of ourselves as we don't that's not our end game. Our end game is not to win. Our end game is to vent, is to spread our psychosis, our self-esteem issues all over the place, work our self-esteem issues out on each other. And we usually do that by looking for some black people that we consider to be less than us and to shit on them. This is how we work out self-esteem issues. This is how we cope with our Willie Lynch chip. But as far as winning, they ain't so much into that. That's why they're not trying to get no reparations. They ain't trying to get no reparations. I don't see foundational black Americans are not outraged at the way Joe the Bigot Biden is ignoring us. They're not outraged. The only people that are outraged at is us.
Yep. So I asked him, it's 5.5 million black immigrants, African immigrants in this country that, you know, that were enslaved over here. I asked, how in the hell is 5.5 million people gonna replace 45 million? I say, but y'all scared of them Hispanics. There's 82 million of them. Y'all don't say nothing about them. Y'all don't say nothing about all the money they getting, them Guadalupe's getting for being at the border. Y'all ain't saying nothing about the Ukrainians. Y'all ain't saying nothing about the Afghan. I can just go on and on and on and on and on and on.
That's right. All they got is self-hatred. That's it. Self-hatred. The only people they got a beef with are other black people. They got a beef with their own team. You're right. They don't say nothing, and they don't do math well because they don't know how they're going to have to deal with that. Even Joe the Bigot told you you're going to have to deal with them. Joe the Bigot said, y'all going to have to deal with Spanish people, he said, to some degree.
Yep, y'all going to have to work with the what do you say? Y'all gonna have to work with the Hispanic.
Yeah, Spanish, Hispanic. And what do you mean by work with? Meaning we gonna work under them, because we ain't working with nobody. If we can't work with each other, we gonna work for everybody. That's what you FDA better understand. If we can't work together, if we can't put it together as a team, then we're gonna end up as a loser. Period.
Yep. I heard somebody say gay folks getting reparations.
Yeah, everybody getting some. I guarantee you they're going to get some if you leave it up to Joe the Bigot and whoever else, and Kamala Harris, whoever comes behind Joe the Bigot. Let's say he leave office. Let's say Kamala takes over. You think it's going to get any different under her? Let her, you know what I'm saying? You think anything's going to be any different? See, while we playing games, while we paying attention to these little chump politicians, You worried about Ketanji Brown, Clarence Thomas with a dress? You think she gonna make anything better for you? You better stop being a damn fool. Stop going for the same old okey doke nonsense. The same okey doke every time. Please.
Yep. But you said
Like-
it right. Don't trust them niggas over there. Don't trust. Just like Uncle Ruckus. I played it on my show the other day. That's exactly what I said. I said, y'all listen to this. Tell me what they sound like. Don't trust them new niggas. I said, don't
Don't
that sound
trust
like
them new niggas over there.
I said, don't that sound like FBA and 80?
Right. Real talk. You know, for real talk. What up, God in Hollywood? What up, Team Black? And like I said, Team Black, that's all black people. I wanted to make that clear on this broadcast. That's all of us. Even you stupid fools who don't know it, who don't get it, who think you on some other stuff, who running around, you just lost. That's all. You don't get it. And I'm trying to push the concept to you to help you get it. Here's the question. Ain't y'all, when do y'all want to win? Do y'all want to win or do you want to lose? Because FBA ain't winning nothing. They not. You're not enough. We're already a minority over here, and then you want to break down into an even smaller minority. They don't do math. What is it, Bagari? They don't do math. They can't add it up. They don't see that we're stronger together. So you're going to separate yourself from a whole entire continent?
I don't think they know how to do math, my brother.
It's so unintelligent what they're doing. Talking about we need to read history. No, look, you can read all the history you want to. We know what math, we know simple mathematics. We know that we're stronger together. Our numbers matter. Our land mass matter. The resources of this earth, we are competing for the resources of this earth as well. You're turning down the resources. You don't want the numbers. You just want your little small group of beggars, because that's what they're going to be doing.
Cut the check.
Cut the check. You think that your little begging campaign and you squealing, cut the check. And Joe the Bigot is ignoring the hell out of you. And you act like you don't see it. You're making a damn fool of yourself. All you want to do is argue with us. I'm trying to wait to see what you're going to do. What are y'all doing for reparations? Inspire me. Hell, if I see y'all fighting for reparations for real, really saying we're going to do something if we don't get them, we're going to pull back this or we're going to boycott this. If I see y'all doing something, it's going to inspire me. I want to see you get down and go for yours and get it done. Prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to maneuver and execute. Show me something. Either do that or shut the fuck up. Miss us with the FBA. Miss us with your shithouse scholarship, because we ain't worried about your little historical tidbits. We want to win now. And we want to win. We know that we're going to win as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. United, we win. That's the point I wanted to make today. You know what I'm saying?
Hotel guy in Hollywood Jr. Yeah, you know what? One of the values in that book was basically black people, because all these values are called white values. So let me make that plain and clear. That's what they're saying when they say value. All of them is called white values, right?
Yes.
The way you do black people is doing good is to outdo another black person. If they can outdo another black person, they're doing good in their mind.
Right. That's always been our modus operandi. Just outdo somebody else. As long as we can find some black folks to be better than, we good. That's us. We want to be king shit on Turd Island, but we really don't want to compete with other men. Yeah. For the resources of this earth. We don't want to win. We don't really want to win or dominate.
But that dude is a punk anyway. Erica heard him. That dude done already come in a room. He ran black women. He ran women out the room, coming in there with his nonsense. And we didn't even know it. Like, why, why everybody leaving? You feel me?
Yeah, like a virus.
Mm-hmm. But then you see why everybody is leaving.
And that should never happen. The only one that should leave is him. Nobody should leave.
Yes,
That's a
his sisters-
cancer cell. You need to cut that out.
His sisters came back and told us why they left.
Yeah. You got to be on top of that. You can't let no virus come in your room and run your people out. You got to be that's why another reason why we got to be strong on it. We got to do like Sister Erica Howard did. Erica Howard got on his ass quick, right? Yeah, she got on his ass quick. That's how we got to do. Get his ass up out of here. She let him know quick. We ain't doing that FBA shit here. Word up. And I let the cancer cell know. I said, yo, stop acting like you don't understand what the brother said. Because he tried to act like he was all offended. Like you didn't understand what the elder said. He said, when you go to Africa, we go with an open mind. Don't come with that imperial Black American, which is really a white supremacy attitude, something to that degree. We understood what he said, but he came in the room already with that ready, looking for a place to insert his FBA bullshit.
He came into the room already fired up.
Yeah, already with his FBA, wearing it on his sleeve, with his FBA uniform on, ready to sling that shit all over the place and hoping that we just gonna sit there and accept it. But we let his ass know, no, we ain't with that shit. So yeah, go on, open another room and act like a child. Take your ball and go home. Miss us with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted to say, man. I didn't want to be too long, but I had to be strong. I wish I would have came on earlier, but this is how it happened because I had to get things together. I had to get together what I wanted to use, what I wanted to use to make this point. I want to, I don't know if y'all got to see, like, did you see the video that I showed?
No, I ain't see the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end it the same way I began it, with an example. I use let me just go back to these two right here. I use these two as an example because these two, as you know, Shaq and Kobe. Am I right about that? Shaq and Kobe didn't really get along, did they?
No, they weren't friends.
Nah, they wasn't friends. In some ways, they was almost like bitter enemies, right? But they got it done. As a team.
Exactly.
So that's the point I wanted to make to FBA and all of these stagnant Negroes who only just want to argue points with black people. That's all these people want to do. The Hebrew Israelites are the same way. All they want to do is argue. The Moors are the same way. There's no sense in anybody. There's no 100% of any group that's like that. But for the most part, that's what you run into when you run into these people. There may be Moors, there may be FBA, there may be Israelites who are not like that. But for the most part, that's what you're going to get from these people.
Yep, they're the ones you run into. That's not like they're not the rule; they're the exception.
Right? They're not running around looking to argue with us. All right, they'll speak their piece. Like the sister you said earlier, yeah, she doesn't agree that we're Africans, this, that, but we're black and we need to work together. That's it. We're on team black. There we go. We can pass you the ball and you can get the dunk. You know what I mean? We don't know who's going to have to score. That's how a basketball team works, right? We don't know who's going to get the score. On a fast break, we don't know which, let's say it's 3-on-1. We don't know which one of those three are going to get the score. It doesn't matter because the team gets the score, right? No matter which one of them does it. It's a simple team concept. We work well with that. Yeah, that's why I came up with it. Team black. Yeah, that's what they need to understand. The teamwork makes the dream work. And I came up with this little clip to put it together. So to give an example, imagine team black scoring, winning, not just begging. Not just begging, cut the check. Oh, what you going? Because really, America is simply asking, What the hell you gonna do if I don't cut you the check, Negro? And matter of fact, I ain't gonna cut you the check. I'm gonna cut the check for some gays. I'm gonna cut the LGBTQ check now. What?
I can hear him now. Well, boss, we ain't thought that for a boss.
Yeah, and he go, and you know Joe the Bigot. He talks down to him. I do it. I mean what I say. You know what I'm saying? He said everything except get out of my face, Negro. I ain't doing nothing for you.
Boss, we ain't thought that for a boss.
We ain't thought that. Cut the check though, boss.
All we want is the check. We don't
That's
care
it.
how many of y'all people. We don't care how many of our people. We don't believe in that saying blood debts must be paid with blood. No, sir. We ain't trying to fight y'all. America, the greatest player. I'm gonna wrap myself up. I'm gonna wrap myself up in that red. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna pour myself some libations and wrap up in that red, white, and blue flag. Y'all ain't
That's
gonna
it.
do nothing.
That's all they gonna do. That's it. They ain't gonna do nothing. But we gonna maneuver though. Team Black gonna maneuver. We gonna be scoring and all kind of shit while they standing there with their thumb in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? With their damn pissy diapers and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, real talk. So Kobe, I'm gonna show y'all what I came in with, and I'm gonna go out the door with the same thing. This is Kobe and Shaq, but this is symbolic of Team Black. Teamwork makes the dream work. We're gonna be scoring. We're gonna be scoring. The more we work together, the more we amalgamate, the more we can score. Yeah, what up, Raw, Vito, Vegetari? What up?
Hey, what's up, Queen Raw? How you doing?
Yeah, Queen Raw, we had to run a check on some Willie Lynch foundational black asshole today. You know what I'm saying? Came up in our fan base room. Have you been able to get on? We that's what we missing. We ain't been able to. Have you been able to get on our fan base, Sister Raw?
Yeah, she been on there. She been on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We need your energy up in there. Yeah. So that's I came just to state to these foundational because we ran a foundational clown out of our circumference today, and he just acted like a little child, opened up a room, put the title, some old stupid title where he cussing all of us out, saying fuck us and shit. Ignorant, simple-minded, childish, romper room, Lego block motherfucker.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah. He gonna say fuck us. And I'm saying to him, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But I just came to just reiterate to people what Team Black, the concept that Team Black is what the team that we work together, we score, we win. And that's all that matters. We don't need to get into semantics because you see, the word white never stopped the white man. Has anybody ever had a white man argue you down that he's not white? I've never had that happen.
The word European don't stop him either.
The word European, Caucasian, white, he don't argue with none of that. He don't trip on what you call him. You trip on what he does, on his execution. And that's the team concept. He knows what works, what wins. And it ain't about tripping and slipping and flipping about words. That's what powerless people do. Powerless people want to argue points and want to throw temper tantrums and want everybody to agree with them. That's what powerless children do. And that's how these FBA and these people act like powerless children. What's that now?
Why can't we claim our ethnicity? How the hell your ethnicity is called Foundation of Black America? That's one motherfucker. We African American. We've been African American since 1782. How come we can't claim our ethnicity? Everybody else can claim their ethnicity.
And then they don't even get they get race and nationality confused anyway. right? So
Time.
yeah, and then understand race deals with team. So when they say white race, they mean team white. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. When they say with a white race, they mean team white. Well, we're team black. Don't run from it. Hey, execute. We the most powerful team. That's the thing, the secret they don't understand. We're the most powerful team. So we should be more racist than anybody. Because we are the strongest race. I know we don't hear that. I know television don't say that. I know the movies don't say that. But that's why I'm saying shake loose your brainwash. Get the wash off your brain and tune into reality. You'll see that we're the strongest team. And as that strongest team, we get it done. You know, we get it done. And I'm going to show an example of that as I go out the door, y'all. Man, I hate to have to cut it so short, but I do have to get to that just over broke. I do have to do that part tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got something else they want to say? Anybody got something they want to, anybody got some other licks they want to add in on the beat down? Because that's all I'm doing. We just beating these suckers down here today. We're going to execute, though.
And they have a room every day, and they'll just argue.
I believe it. An FBA room. I believe it. And do we go up in there fucking with them? No, we don't. Maybe I should.
Never.
Nah, because we too busy executing. We want to win. We don't want to just argue with black folk. Yeah, we don't want to just argue with black folk. We prefer not to argue with black folk. We prefer to do like Shaq and Kobe and get it done. We'll argue later. You know what I'm saying?
Let's win a ring together. Let's get us a championship.
Let's get us a championship. That's what I'm talking about. And with that said, I'm going to walk out the door with that image left in our head. Watch. This is what we need to be doing. Symbolically, what they're doing on the court is what we can do on this planet Earth and other planets. Because I don't believe we stop right here. It has been said that we're from the sun. And I do believe that. Right? Because
risk.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but I'm not going to put limits on us. But you know what? The sun, what's better than the sun? The sun is even stronger. You know, Planet Risk is cool, but yo, the sun, what could be more powerful than the sun? You know, that's why we got that woolly hair. You know, it's something. There's something to us that makes us different. That's why we're it. That's why the world teams up on us. Yeah. The sweet spot, the winning ways start when we stop teaming up on each other and start working together as Team Black. Understand the concept. Don't miss us with the semantics and the etymology of the word black and what it means. We've heard all of that. It's nothing new. We now would like to win. We have no problem breaking it down and simplifying and being inclusive of all of our people, because that's how we win. If you don't get it, I don't know what to say. I'll just say this. Teamwork makes the dream work. Team Black. That's all I got to say about it. With that said, we're going to go out the door and imagine us winning. Okay?
Taken by George. They'll get a chance to get it back to Shaq. Kobe underneath gives to Shaq. Shaq slammed out. Might as well go down there. Shaq's got it. Dribble drive, Shaq. Bounces, gets it back. Kobe. Jake, did you see how fast Shaquille ran down that floor? Bad angle. That was awesome. first. They ended with Kobe. Shaq gets in.
Well, that Shaq to Kobe play highlights Shaq's play of the evening because he scores 61.
Last couple of times down. Under a minute to go. On a looping alley-oop over the head. O'Neal to Kobe, and that gets Matson off the bench. It was that song he's busted.
Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal auf Kobe Bryant.
Jackson the dribble down the middle. Throws it the pass to Kobe Bryant. Great pass by Shaq.
Kobe, head and shoulders above.
By Green, picked up by O'Neal. 3-on-1.
About this is Shaq dribbling the ball up the court. Every big man's dream is to be the point guard on a foul.
He's coming down here on the lob. I mean,
Portland have 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq. 4-point lead. And now his assist to Shaquille O'Neal. Seconds left. LA is out.